Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and felt a shiver of realization? A realization that this creature isn't just a companion, but a living, breathing shadow of your own soul. In the world of canine psychology, there is a phenomenon that transcends simple training or puppy love. We call it imprinting. It is the invisible architecture of loyalty. It is not something you can buy with treats or force with commands. It is a profound, biological surrender. It is the moment a dog decides that out of 8 billion humans, you, and only you, are their North Star. But imprinting is rare. Not every dog-owner relationship reaches this depth. Today, we are going to peel back the layers of the canine mind. Using the raw textures of ink and pencil, we will decode the 7 unmistakable signals that your dog has not just bonded with you, but has imprinted their very existence onto yours. Stay with me until the end, because we will explore a story of devotion so powerful it challenged the laws of nature, and it will change the way you look at the sleeping friend at your feet, forever. In the wild, sleep is a gamble with death. For a predator, being unconscious is the only time they are truly prey. If you look at the history of the wolf, the pack sleeps in a tight, interlocking circle. They don't do this for warmth alone. They do it so that every flank is covered. When your dog chooses to sleep with you, not just in your room, but pressed against your skin, they are performing a sacred ritual of surrender. They are saying, "I am so certain of your protection that I will turn off my survival instincts." This goes beyond a comfy bed. It is a chemical addiction to your scent. Your scent triggers the release of dopamine in their brain, acting as a natural sedative. If they rough or twitch in their sleep while touching you, they are dreaming in safety. They aren't just sleeping. They are recharging their soul, using your presence as the power source. Have you noticed that when you have a bad day at the office, your dog seems off too? This is the mirror effect, a hallmark of imprinting. Dogs are the world's greatest emotional anthropologists. They have spent 30,000 years studying the micro-expressions of the human face. An imprinted dog becomes an emotional sponge. They don't just see your sadness, they wear it. If you are a high-energy hiker, your dog becomes an athlete. If you are a quiet scholar, your dog becomes a philosopher of the rug. This happens because of neural coupling. The dog's brain begins to fire in the same patterns as yours. They are no longer a separate entity. They are a secondary nervous system for you. They don't just react to your emotions. They anticipate them before you even realize you're feeling them. In a house full of people, a dog might be friendly to everyone. But watch closely. When a stranger, or even a secondary family member calls, the dog might wag its tail but stay put. But when you whisper their name from 3 rooms away, they move like a lightning bolt. This selective hearing is a sign of psychological imprinting. In the dog's internal social structure, you have moved from friend to primary caregiver and absolute authority. This isn't about fear, it's about relevance. To an imprinted dog, your voice is the only frequency that carries meaning. Everything else is just wind. They have mapped the specific tonality, pitch, and vibration of your vocal cords. To them, your voice is the sound of survival, the sound of play, and the sound of home. It can be frustrating to find your clean clothes covered in fur, or your favorite gym shirt dragged into their crate. But look closer at the why. To a dog, scent is an archive of identity. While we see a shirt, they see a 4-dimensional map of where you've been, how you're feeling, and who you are. When you leave the house, the imprinted dog feels a gap in their reality. By nesting in your laundry, they are literally wearing your presence to stave off the anxiety of separation. This is a territorial behavior of the highest order. By mixing their scent with yours, they are telling the world, "This person is part of me." It is a silent, aromatic prayer for your return. How do they know you're upset before the first tear falls? It feels like magic, but it's actually biology. When we are stressed or sad, our bodies undergo a chemical shift. We produce cortisol and adrenaline. An imprinted dog is a chemical detective. They can literally smell the scent of sadness. While a normal pet might keep their distance, an imprinted dog will break the barrier. They will nudge your hand, lean their weight against your legs, or bring you a toy. They aren't trying to play. They are trying to interrupt your chemical cycle. They are offering themselves as a biological grounding wire to help you discharge your stress. They are saying, "I feel the spike in your blood. Let me take some of that burden." Whether you are walking through a crowded park or just moving from the kitchen to the bathroom, the imprinted dog maintains a radius of safety. In the wild, a scout never loses sight of the pack leader. If your dog constantly checks in, turning their head to make sure you're still there, or following you into every room, they have designated you as their safe base. This behavior is rooted in pure devotion. They aren't following you because they are bored. They are following you because their world only feels stable when you are in their line of sight. You are the anchor. Without you, they are adrift in a sea of overwhelming sensory data. In the animal kingdom, eye contact is usually a declaration of war. It is a challenge. But with an imprinted dog, the rules of nature are rewritten. When you and your dog lock eyes in a soft, prolonged gaze, something miraculous happens. Both of your brains release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone found between a mother and her newborn baby. This is the ultimate proof of imprinting. The dog has bypassed its predatory instincts and replaced them with a familial bond. They aren't looking at you to see what you'll do next. They are looking at you to feel you. It is a silent, soul-to-soul conversation that requires no words. If your dog stares at you with relaxed, soft eyes, they are telling you they love you in the deepest language they possess. To understand the true weight of imprinting, we must look at the story of Capitan, a German shepherd from Argentina. In 2006, his owner, Miguel, passed away. Shortly after the funeral, Capitan disappeared. The family searched everywhere, only to find him months later at the cemetery, sitting by Miguel's grave. Here is the part that defies logic. Capitan had never been to the cemetery before. He had never seen where Miguel was buried. Yet, he found him. For 12 years, 4,380 days, Capitan lived at that gravesite. Every day at 6 o'clock sharp, he would lie down on the headstone. He didn't want a new home. He didn't want a new favorite person. His soul had been imprinted by Miguel, and even death couldn't break that frequency. Capitan remained there until the day he passed away, finally reuniting with the only anchor he ever knew. What is the lesson here? What does it mean to be imprinted? It means that to one living being, you are not just a person. You are a provider, a protector, a therapist, and a god. You are the sun around which their entire life orbits. We often live our lives in a rush, distracted by screens and stress. But your dog is a master of the now. They don't care about your bank account or your mistakes. They only care that you are here. If your dog has imprinted on you, do not take it lightly. It is a rare, once-in-a-lifetime gift. They have given you their entire heart without holding back a single beat. The least we can do is be the person they think we are. Look at your dog right now. If they are looking back, or even if they are just sleeping peacefully because they know you're near, congratulations. You are their world.